chick. Kilo 6 Uniform Sierra, Delta Mike 06.
Good evening, Aaron.
Yeah, good evening. Yeah, really weird weather today. It only got up to like 90 degrees down here.
Not even sure it got that warm here. I wouldn't know 90 if I saw it, though.
Yeah, we'll definitely take it. Definitely not complaining that we had a little bit of sprinkles today.
Yeah, we got a few drops as well. I talked to Frank up there. He said it was raining quite steadily up there, very lightly but steady in Corsico.
Yeah, getting that upslope effect. So they always get more rain up there than we do.
I guess Rob's got a meeting and he's giving a speech for the Aries guys today, huh?
Ah, thanks for the reminder. That means I need to keep the list for him.
Yep.
6S800.
Who is it?
800.
6S800. I was wondering why why Aaron is so strong, man. He's like 20 over 9. Do you use a remote base or something, Aaron?
No, this is the pair of hole loops up on the roof.
Yeah. I can't believe how strong you are.
You got your antenna pointed in the right direction.
It's pointed right at you. It's a direct path here. Let me bring up the other box here. Push this button. Hello. 800 watts. That's probably better.
Yeah, now you're 20 over.
That sounds good.
Did you get any rain down there?
Yeah, I rated about 4 drops or about 40 drops per square foot.
I guess it's better than nothing.
Just enough to put blops all over the solar panels.
Yeah, and your car if it's parked outside. Yeah, and they're calling for thunderstorms tomorrow, so that'll be interesting.
That sounds like fun to me. Yeah, but you got a fantastic signal off those loops. That's crazy. That or it's this weird weather. There's an inversion layer here, but I don't think I've ever seen you this strong.
Well, don't move anything.
I won't. At least it's working, I guess.
Yeah, this is the on this band. It's a pair of hole loops on top of my 222 hole loops.
That means they're about 100 foot in the air, right?
Yeah, I wish.
By the way, Bill, we're looking for hopefully a check-in from KB6RQU tonight.
That'd be good to hear him for a change.
Hey, can I get an early check-in while it's before everything starts going? K60SX or 1284?
1284, you're checked in, Darren. Is it Darren or Kevin? Darren?
Nope, you got it right first time. It's Darren. Darren and Clovis. I guess I'm the southern Darren, and then you got a northern Darren.
Hi, Darren.
Yeah, we got 2 Darrens and a Daryl. And that makes a margarita.
So I'm Daryl, my brother Daryl and Daryl. And hey, Aaron.
727. About time. 711. Hello, John.
Hey, Bill. it hasn't even started and we're already at 7.
Yeah, good evening, John, and good evening, Mike.
Good evening, Mike, John, Bill, Aaron, Daryl.
The Bozo Group.
Howdy, howdy. Yeah, we just need a few more locals and it'll be a party.
Well, somebody ought to take a vacation before summer's over and run their boat across Lake America.
Yeah, that's Trump can just keep renaming stuff. It's great. It's so funny how he likes poking fun back at the Canadians.
Well, it turns out it's very legitimate. The bulk of the shoreline is on America, and it's also the deepest side. We're the deeper. We got much more water on our side, if you want to call it that. So there was a very, very legitimate logistic reason to change it over. It is kind of a slap in the face, though.
He's demoralizing that Carney dude.
What was that, Bill? I didn't follow.
I say he is demoralizing that Carney guy in Canada.
Well, that Carney guy comes along. Everybody's doing fine in the negotiations. I thought they were working their way down to a point where we shouldn't have any tariffs either way for either side. That was, I think that's where Trump wanted to go originally, and no tariffs going up and no tariffs on the stuff coming in, and all of a sudden no, I don't want that deal, and he backs out of it and had everybody right on the ink was in the pens and everything, so it kind of ticked him off. It ticked Trump off a little bit, I think, but he's putting up with it. I was talking to a Canadian today up in Alberta, and they want to secede from Canada. They want to become part of the United States. So there's a whole different bunch of people in different parts of Canada up there. Quebec and Ontario, they're all DSA mentality, I guess. And
Gal wants to do that real quick. And yeah, blimey, I'm a Canadian myself there, Mikey.
Yeah, I missed the first part. You doubled with me just a little bit.
I say I'm a Canadian also.
Oh, I heard that. That's the last part. I missed the first part.
I guess it wasn't important. I just was commented on. I'm a blummy or barmy or whatever it is Canadian there.
Carney.
Yeah, my mother was born in Canada.
Oh, okay. Well, like I say, there's a lot of different feelings in Canada. The people in central Canada at least want to secede from the Canadian and become part of the U.S. The West Coast is undecided, although they're not happy with the East Coast, and the East Coast is trying to bring in as many foreigners as they can, and they're going to have no end of trouble with that.
Yeah, the Alberta wants to become part of Canada, and Alberta's got an awful lot of oil.
Yeah, they want to become part of U.S.
Yeah, that's what my grandfather was in Alberta. He was a school teacher there. Started out in the other end and worked his way down.
I hear CW there from 249.
Yeah, it's pretty weak, but it's in there.
We hear you. Gotcha, Richard. You're weak, but I'm pointed towards Southern California right now. We're waiting for KB6RQU, hopefully, if he wakes up. If Rob was here, I'd have Rob give him a one-ringer.
Make sure he's awake.
Well, he's awake. He just doesn't keep track of the clock too well, and of course he's been out of the loop a little bit here. If he had his 6 meters and everything was working good, then he would probably be back in here full bore, but half his stuff is broken.
Yeah, I hear Richard's CW in there too. It's real weak. Richard, KD6BQ, KD6BQ, AA6S, about a 2 and 0, about a 2 and 0 on CW, Richard. Not a good night. KD6BQ, AA6S, over.
Well, I think I'm hearing him a lot better than you are. He's off the back of the beam, and he was Q5 when he was calling. He wasn't strong, but he was Q5.
Yeah, you just stepped on him. He just gave me a Roger. Thanks, Richard. Thank you, Richard. He's about an S2. Thank you, Richard. KD6BQ, KD6BQ. AA6S. AA6, can't even read my writing here. Anyway, 55 and 2, 52 that time. 5-2, Richard. 5-2. Thanks for the contact. KD6BQ, 73, 73. A6S, over. Richard, 7-3s, loud and clear. KD6BQ, AA6S, 7-3s.
Yeah, tell him he's checked in. Tell him he is checked in. Right now he's not here for me.
He was transmitting.
Oh.
You're checked in, Richard. Yeah, you're doubling with him. You're checked in, Richard. You're checked in. 73s, Richard, 73s. KD6BQ, AA6S, 7-3s.
Well, KB6RQU or anybody else down south. Who else do we have in the San Joaquin, Kelly? K6MYC Bozo Net.
KE6VG 1251.
KE6VG. Good evening, Robert.
Yeah, I couldn't hear the guy on CW today. I heard him before, though, other days.
Kilo 6, Victor Bravo Golf 971.
Good evening, Dave. That's KD6BQ. He's up in Wausau Valley, Nevada, Delta Mike 09. So if you're hearing him, you're hearing quite a distance over the Sierras there, over.
I'm hearing him off the back of my little antenna.
Yeah, Roger. So did you get that, Robert? He's in Nevada, Wausau Valley.
Yeah, no, I couldn't hear him tonight.
Well, you would. You just have to wait. It's one of those things where to 432 it fades in and out. He went away for me, but he was quite strong in the beginning, and then he came up for Bill down there. So that's the name of the game is patience. But you won't worry about that until you get the beam up there, and then you can work him.
Still working on it.
Yep. Okay, well, I don't think we're going to get Richard in here. I was looking for anybody else, maybe N6BYH, WA6OIB.
KC5DTU.
KC5DTU, we'll take you. Good evening, Kerry.
Good evening, Michael, and the rest of the net.
evening, Gary.
Good evening, Dave. Good to hear you.
Hi, Kerry.
Hey, there's Aaron. Good evening, Aaron. Boy, a lot of people in there tonight, Michael.
Oh, yeah, we got about 12 people in already.
Good evening, Kerry. A6S.
Roger, and it wouldn't be 432 without Bill. Good evening, Bill. Sounding good here in Southeast Clover.
Yeah, you're 5 and 9 on the meter here. Very strong. Have a good one. I'll stand by here. I don't want to block anything. Probably about time to go see if Santa Cruz is coming in. If Tom's there, I don't know if he's home or what, if his stuff's working or what. Anyway, I'll just stand by and see if he shows up.
Well, Tom's working, I think. He did rebuild the shack yesterday, and he was a little iffy. He said he wasn't sure if he was going to be transmitting or not, but everything sounded normal on 2 meters, so I think he'll be there. And we might also have Lee. Lee does have 432 as well. So I think you'll hear KB6RQU anyway, Bill, off the back, even if I don't hear him. So just keep an ear out. He's probably forgotten. Once forgotten, he probably won't remember. Okay, Santa Cruz, here we go.
Yeah, I'm already pointed there, but see what happens. That means you'll drop down on me there, Mikey. KW6S, KW6S, AA6S.
Loud and clear. I think you're doing about 10 over 9 here tonight.
Yeah, you're so loud. I didn't hear anything. I went to turn the volume up. That blew me out of the jack, Tom. KW6S, AA6S.
Yeah, it sounds like we have a good path here tonight. So I think it was good last time. You went missing in action for a little while there, I think.
Yeah, I had the creeping crud for a while. Then I went to saw a friend of mine there in Los Osos, and I brought him a transmitter that I rebuilt. And no, that's about it. I guess you had your place ripped apart, your shack torn down, or whatever you did, it's working good. Back to you there, KW6S, AA6S.
Yeah, I had a lot of stuff kind of torn apart, and I chickened out on doing like another whole part of it, so I'll wait to do that a little bit closer to the winter. It's such for my receive-only antennas for 80 and 40, so I'll save that for another day, but I think I have most stuff hooked up and working here now again, and doing an FCA distribution, and put it all together. AA6S, KW6S.
Sounds good, Tom. Sounds good. I'll kick it back to you and you turn it over to Mikey and then whoever else is in here. I know Michael there is in Clovis. He's going to talk to you pretty easy. And Aaron probably will too. KW6S, AA6S.
Yeah, very good. AA6S, KW6S, and back to K6MYC.
Yeah, I'm good. I think I just saw you move the antenna up toward me, but you're still down from normal, but you're Q5, but a little bit down from normal, but a good copy. Good evening, Tom, and we can check and see if Lee is in there. So let's just see. Lee, are you there? AF6 United, AF6U, and the group K6MYC. Give him a call, Tom.
AF6U, KW6S. We seem to be missing a lead tonight.
You're coming on a weird third path here. I'm clear down to 250.
Yeah, you dropped off a little bit here too. This is where I usually catch you. There's another spot that's sometimes not too bad, and that's pointed just perfectly for AAJ. So, but I'm pointed where I think I normally get you tonight. K6MYC, KW6S.
Well, you're fine, but you're fluttery. Go ahead, Mike. WA6AAJ and the group K6MYC.
Okay, KW6S, WA6AAJ, not real strong tonight for me, Tom. Go ahead and see what happens.
WA6AAJ, KW6S, yeah, I've got my antenna pointed at where I normally get you here, and you did come up some, but boy, not near as strong as you have been sometimes. So maybe the radio sounds kind of different tonight, so I'm not sure what that means. But Bill was coming in here slamming in real good. But maybe you'll find me here, and maybe like Mike, I'm not where you think I am. WA6AAJ, KW6S.
KW6S, WA6AAJ. Yeah, it's weird. Definitely not as strong as you normally are. I tried to peek on you, but I got you up to about a S3, S4. I can copy, but I don't know. The east-west path is weak on some of the bands have been weird. So I don't know if that's it. But anyway, good talking to you. I hope you had fun redoing your shack. That's always a lot of fun doing that. I probably have to do it fairly soon, too. Anyway, I'll let you go, Tom. I'll give it back to you, and you can turn it over to Mikey. KW6S, WA6AAJ.
Yeah, very good, Mike. Yeah. I need to, I might be calling on you and Bill to help me with I'm helping a friend get a Collins pair on the S-lines on the air, and I guess the only thing he's found so far is something bashed in the front of the S meter, so I might be searching for that, but he's tracking down and troubleshooting the whole thing and getting a good evaluation of it before we start looking for parts. But yeah, it's going to be fun. That's a pretty impressive radio. I don't think I always knew they were good. I don't think I realized how good they were. So I can see why you and Bill like those. WA6AAJ, KW6S, back to you, K6MYC.
Okay, very good. Well, I think it's the weather front that's in between us. It's you come up real good at one point, and just at the end of that, you took a big dive, but still Q5, of course. One more call for Lee, AF6 United. How about it, Lee? AF6 United, K6MYC.
K6MYC in the group, AF6 United. Sorry, I'm a little late to the party here tonight. Go ahead.
Oh, okay, we got you now. You're not very strong either, but I haven't peeked on you yet. But we can pass you around amongst the group and see how you're doing. Alpha Foxtrot 6 United, 1098, K6MYC.
Roger, K6MYC. I was just wondering if you guys are experiencing any lightning or anything like that out there. Because, boy, I was watching it all day long. I actually took one of my towers down because there was lightning off the coast here. And basically, it's been, all up and down between the middle of Mexico all the way up to above Washington State. That whole area through there has just been popping off big time. So I was wondering if you guys experienced any lightning out there. Go ahead.
Well, nothing here locally. I can see it on 40 meters. When I point north, it's stronger pointed north than it is pointed east, so that's unusual. So there is some lightning going on somewhere on the west coast here.
Okay, well, just checking in and making sure everybody's doing okay out there with keeping their towers safe and everything. So, K6MIC in the group, AF6 United. Back to you, Mike.
K6 US.
Go ahead, Aaron.
Yeah, AF6 United from Kilo 6 Uniform Sierra over here in Delta Mike 06.
Roger, Aaron. I've got a good copy on you tonight. K6US, I think it is. I don't have my cheat sheet in front of me. AF6 United. Go ahead, Aaron.
Yeah, very good, Lee. Yeah, nothing but sprinkles over here today, but looking at the forecast, they are forecasting thunderstorms up in the Sierras tomorrow, so we will wait and see what happens. It only got up to about 90 degrees today, which we are definitely not complaining about, and had a bunch of cloud cover, and as I said, a little bit of sprinkles, so yeah. And of course, I was inside working from home all day, so I was ignoring the weather for the most part. AF6 United, K6US.
Roger, K6US from AF6 United. Yeah, okay. Well, sounds good. Stay in that air conditioning. Yeah. Do yourself a favor. It was really muggy around here, even though it wasn't terribly hot. So it was still pretty muggy and kind of miserable. So I just kind of hung out myself. Anyway, good to hear you, Aaron. K6US from AF6 United. Over to K6MYC.
Okay, how about you, Bill? Do you want to say hi to Lee? How about you, Mike?
Yeah, I got a good copy on Lee. Always this band is like a pipeline. AF6U, WA6AAJ, you're getting S9 and a little over.
Yeah. Boy, now I just lost it there, too. A6AAJ, I think it is. WA6AAJ, AF6 Matter of fact, you're the strongest signal yet. You're up about S7, almost competing with Tom, who's my neighbor here, basically. So, yeah, you're booming in here tonight. Mike, go ahead.
Roger. Yeah, it's weird the way things work like that. I don't know what it is, but yeah, the call is WA6AAJ. Close enough. Over.
Roger. I should have known that. I have a terrible memory for that kind of stuff. I have to look at my own driver's license to remember my name sometimes. But anyway, yeah, okay, well, you're sounding real good in here tonight, and yeah, I hope things are going okay out there with you guys, and it sounds like it's almost sweater weather for you in the 90s there. Go ahead.
Well, I don't know if I would put it that way, but it's definitely nicer than having to sweat all day long if you're outside. So, yeah, it's getting better. So we still got September and October to deal with, and hopefully that'll be normal, better anyway. So, good talking to you, Lee. AF6U, WA6AAJ.
All right, Mike, 7-3 there, WA6AAJ from AF6 United. Over to K6MYC. Go ahead, Mikey.
Okay, anybody else for Lee? All quiet, okay. Lee, I'm going to have to remember your tip there. I would have never thought of looking at my driver's license to get my name when I get up in the morning. That's a good one. I'll try to remember that. Over. I rely on that. That's been a mainstay of mine for a very long time. All right, Mike, 7-3, and I wonder if Tom has a minute or two after the net to go up 20. Sure thing. All right, 7-3, everybody. K6MYC in the group. AF6 United. I'll be clear on your final, Mike. Roger, we'll see you Sunday night. Good evening to you, and also to you, Tom. Rob is not here tonight. He's got an Aries meeting, and he's giving a little talk. He's trying to promote weak signal VHF single sideband instead of FM. Hi. So he's not with us this evening. 7-3, we'll see you on Sunday night. K6MYC. Bye-bye. Okay, and into the Bay Area, we should have Fred in here somewhere. Fred, KD6 SOK, K6MYC. No Fred. How about, well, we won't hear Jim. I don't think we'll hear Jim, although he's been fiddling with, maybe he hasn't been fiddling with them. He's been talking about fiddling with the 432 satellite antennas. Is there anybody else over there? How about AB6SR? How about you, Stan?
Kilo 6 Whiskey India Sierra, Placerville.
I hear you in Placerville. Not real strong, but I'll find a better peak on you. K6 Whiskey India Sugar 637. We missed you yesterday. Quite surprised that you weren't in there with us yesterday, but you must have had something going. Anyway, back to you, Tom, and I'll listen for you and any other check-ins that you're going to pass along. Over.
Yeah, thanks, Mike. K6MYC. No other chickens, just myself. You're peaking about a 5x3 on the bounce pads. No more traffic. Back to you. K6WIS, over.
Oh, okay. Well, you're on a pretty good signal now. I went a little bit further north. Where am I here? I'm at 290 something. So it's coming from Mount Vaca tonight, over.
Okay, yes, that improved your signal strength up to S5. You're peaking S5 now, so a couple of extra S units by pointing further north. Thanks, Mike. Back to you, over.
Okay, and we'll look for you in just a few minutes on the direct path and see how that looks. Thanks for checking in here. Anybody else in the Bay Area? This should be pretty close for KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie. KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie, Daly City, K6MYC. Mike, are you there? How about WB6 WNI? How about you, Gary?
N5MPD 1129.
1129. Good evening, Brett.
Good evening, Mike.
Hi, Brett.
Hello.
Yeah, N5MPD K6US.
How you doing, Aaron?
Doing pretty good. You're booming into Fresno right now.
Well, very good. Did you get some rain today?
I don't know. I was inside working from home.
We got a few drops, but nothing of any note, nothing measurable. It rained a little bit in Coarsegold. I think they probably might have. I'm not sure if the guys had the rain gauges going. We've got one. How about you, Dave? Are you still listening here in K6VBG? Did you get any measurable rain up there? Well, he must have been in and out already. We're looking for Dane, WB6JNP, KE6, KG6 Charlie Echo Fox. All the Coarsegold guys are going tonight, except for Dave did check in, but probably went back in the house. I don't know why, because it should be cool in the shack tonight.
It's nice here right now in Newman. It rained just enough to make the vehicles look bad.
Yeah, that's what most people are reporting. Maybe it'll rain enough to wash all that mud off. All those spots should be gone tomorrow after, if we get what they expect to come through here.
It shows some rain right now on the radar east of Chowchilla. Doesn't mean it's hitting the ground, but it shows on the radar.
Okay. Well, I don't hear anybody else in here. But good to hear you. Thanks for checking in. We're a little bit sparse in the Bay Area. Only got one check-in out of the Bay Area tonight, so that's pretty bad. Over.
Yeah, usually they're the main ones there coming out of the Bay. So both of you have a great night, Mike and Aaron. K6MYC and K6US and 5MPD.
All righty. We'll see you Sunday night, Brett. N5NPD in Newman. K6MYC. Anybody else in this direction before I go toward N6 Radio Oakley? this should be pretty close for Oakley. N6RO, K6MYC. Problem with Ken at this time of night, he's always got a Thursday night Zoom meeting, so he's going to be intermittent. He'll be checking in, so keep your ears out for N6RO, guys. In the meantime, I'm going to go on to Sacramento, or no, I'm going to go on to a KD6WVL. How about it, John, are you copying it? KD6WVL on the whole loops, or whole loop, K6MYC.
K6MYC, KD6WVL, 1179, 25 watts and 1 HO loop, over.
Yeah, doing good. I backed up. I had overshot you just a little bit there, but got your 1179 in good shape. Quite a good signal. Whole loops are doing good tonight. Aaron's down here working everybody and hearing everybody with the. He's got a stacked pair. He's way above you, haha.
Yeah, that's what I need. I think I need to get a beam before I get another loop there. But yeah, it's doing its trick, over.
Yes, it is. Not bad for a 3-inch square thing, is it? I'm always amazed that we can work 30 or 40 or 50 or 60 or 70 miles with a thing that's only 3 or 4 inches square. All righty. We also heard Visalia. He's got one down there also in Visalia. That's good 60 miles from here. So we got whole loop city night tonight. Good evening, John, and we'll see you, of course, Sunday night. Have a good weekend. It's supposed to be cool, so maybe we'll all get a little more. I did weeding. Boy, I got 3 or 4 hours of good, strong weeding in today, and boy, did I need it. Water grass 3 and 4 feet long in some places. Just grows like dang weeds, huh? Anyway, 7-3, John, and we'll see you Sunday. KD6WVL, anybody else that's copying me here, come now. K6MYC, Bozo Net. Okay, somewhere in here we ought to have KJ6KFB. KJ6KFB 756. Well, he'll probably get in here before we're done, okay? Anybody else? We've got a couple of news stations. Let's see, we've got a KM6NFO, I think. Kilo Mike 6, November Foxtrot Oscar in in Sacramento there. He was in here last night. Is there anybody else in the Sacramento area? QRZ Bozo Net, K6MYC. Okay, pretty quiet. Let's go on up to get John here. This should be pretty close to you, John. KR6MR, K6MYC. KR6MR, KR6MR, K6MYC, Bozo Net. Wow, maybe the path is gone. Maybe it's raining between here and there, and it's taking the signals down the drain, over. KR6MR, KJ6KFB, KM6NFO. Anybody else in the Sacramento area? Meadow Vista, whatever, kilowatt 6 Mike Yankee Charlie QRZ.
Hello, this is K6WIS again, your 556 here, Mike, over.
Okay. And I moved the antenna back up your way a little bit, but I didn't peek on you yet. But yeah, you're a good copy here. This should be a little stronger. Try it now, and I'll peek again on you, Paul. K6 Whiskey India Sugar. Wonder where's all your cohorts up there tonight. I'm surprised we're not hearing KR6MR, over.
Yeah, K6MRC, this is K6WIS. further south here. But I have not heard KL6MR or anyone else in my locality here, over.
Yeah, okay. Well, we'll stop by there on the way back from Nevada. We've already got Richard up in Nevada. He checked in at the beginning of the net off the back of my beam, but he did work AA6S down here with good signals and was heard by several others. So we'll go there now, and then we'll come back and stop here again and see if we can't find some more Sacramento stations. Thank you, Paul. Have a good weekend, and hopefully we'll see you Sunday night there. 2-meter system working okay, is it?
Yes, but I don't usually enter the 2-meter. 4 nets is enough for me each week. You know, the 6-meter, the 222, the 432, and the 1296. That's enough for me. Over.
Yeah, I hear you. Okay, no, I don't. I just wondered if it was 2 meters was working. You do have 2 meters, right?
Oh yes, Roger. That system is working. With 9-element beams on that band. Over.
Yeah, I thought so. Okay. Well, you check in less on 2 meters than you do on these other bands. No worries. I just wasn't sure if you were gone or something. Have a good weekend. Maybe it'll rain up there in Placerville. You should get some water for the first time in the fall season here. K6 Whiskey India Sugar near Placerville. K6MYC clear. And listening for anybody else before we go toward Nevada.
73, Mike.
73. I don't hear anybody else, so we're going to go to Nevada. Here we go. Here we are up in the Nevada direction. And Nevada, KD6BQ. We worked you already the other direction, but I'm sure you're still there. KD6BQ, K6MYC. Richard?
Yeah, good evening, Mike. K6MYC, KD6BQ, number 249. You're pretty loud right now.
Oh, yeah, you're way up on a peak, but there is QSB, so it's liable to drop way down. We might even hear Larry tonight. Larry's been checking in pretty good on all he missed the last couple of days. N7 Whiskey Tango. Larry, are you here? No Larry tonight. Okay. Anyway, we heard your CW off the back, and you were even heard by a couple of hole loops down here. Aaron heard you down there with a stacked pair of hole loops on 432, way down in South Fresno. So you were doing good. I heard you off the back of the beam, and then when you worked, Bill, you were gone. You faded out on me. Back up to you, and then we'll go over and get Richard. I don't think N6 Victor Alpha Zulu is there, but you might check. He did check in. He did check in on 432 the other day, so let's just see if Eric is there. You could call him if you would. N7 Victor Alpha Zulu and KD6BQ to take it, K6MYC.
Yeah, he said he'd be here tonight, so we'll give it a try. N7VAC, KD6BQ, copy Mike here. No response.
Roger, no response. All right, well, over to you, Richard. Over to you, Daniel. KE7UQL, K6MYC. Okay, I probably overshot you here. Not real strong, but we've got you 272 checked in. Good evening. Let me shoot it back to you and give me a little longer transmission, and I'll peek on you, Daniel. KE7UQL, K6MYC, listening, over.
K6MYC, here is KE7UQL. The path is way down at the moment. The path is like down at S0. This is KE7UQL 272, calling from Delta Mike 09, Delta Fox. Over.
Yeah, well, it's up now. I just had I had the antenna too far to the east. You came up quite nicely on that one, Delta Fox. DMO9 Delta Fox, DMO9, DMO7 Delta Bravo here. Hi. Very good. Good to hear you. Looks like you didn't have too much wind, so you were able to leave 432 and the other stuff up on the roof there. 7-3, Daniel, good to hear you, and we'll look for you, of course, on Sunday night. Everybody's supposed to get some rain, so we'll see what happens. It's supposed to be raining in the Sierras here. A lot of thunder showers and some lightning, I think, up your way. So we'll see what the weather report holds when we talk to you on Sunday night. KE7UQL, K6MYC in the group, over. Yep, 7-3. Path is all over the place. You were way down that time, but still Q5. 7-3, Daniel. And sort of back in your direction, Richard. So there you go. 7-3. Have a good weekend, Richard. And we'll see you Sunday, hopefully. KD6BQ and whoever else, K6MYC.
Yeah, very good, Mike. 7-3 there. You're came back up again. You faded down, but maybe give Eric one more try. It might be just early. He might not have expected you this early, over.
Well, we're moving right along. It's we're a little shy of people here on the net. We're in the 20s. I think we got into the 20s, but not by many. N7 Victor Alpha Zulu, N7VAZ. If you're there, Eric, give us a call. Kilowatt 6 Mike Yankee Charlie Bozo Net. Over. Based on how weak he was the other night on 2, maybe everything is still down. He may have torn a bunch of stuff loose and just doesn't have it back together because of that emergency to leave the area there for the fire. So maybe he'll be back together on Sunday night. 7-3, Richard, have a good weekend, enjoy, and you'll probably get some rain up there. KD6BQ, K6MYC, 7-3.
Yeah, 7-3 there, Mike. And yeah, fingers crossed, hoping for a little bit of rain. Have a good weekend, KD6BQ, be clear.
7-3. 7-3, Daniel.
Got a couple of minutes to go up 5, Daniel.
Okay, I'll go up 5.
You probably don't have to. Let's see here. KR6MR, are you back? Are you here tonight, John? KR6MR, K6MYC. Okay, a little further to the west, KJ6KFB. KJ6KFB, K6MYC, over. Anybody in Charlie Mike 98? Anybody in Charlie Mike 98? Over. Wow. Maybe they got so much rain it washed them out. Well, I'm not surprised that we didn't have the Sacramento folks in there. I know we must have propagation. I could hear Paul in Placerville, so I know we got a band there. Let's see, N6RO. I'm coming in your direction. Do you copy me now? N6RO, K6MYC.
K6MYC, N6RO, Bozo 835. In the middle of Charlie Mike 97DX. High temperature 97. And dinner's going to be the sometimes usual chicken Caesar salad from Costco. And let's see, any ham radio news? No, just this Kansas QSO party on Saturday. N6RO.
Okay. Well, you're good and loud, so I don't know what where everybody else is up there. KJ6KFB, Darren in Sacramento is missing. KR6MR is missing, and then a couple of others are missing also that are intermittent, and we haven't heard Dennis for quite a while. WB6ISO. I don't know if he's well or not. Darren was going to call him and make sure he was okay. He's missed on 2 and missed on 432 as well, and he's got a raise in power on both bands, so he's usually pretty consistent. Okay. That was something I was going to tell you. Well, I don't know. Doesn't matter. We'll let it go. Maybe I'll think of it by Sunday night. Rob isn't here, so you could have had chicken livers. Are you still copying?
Yeah, what about the chicken livers?
I said Rob is not here tonight. He's doing an Aries meeting. He's giving a talk for his Aries group. And so he's not in here tonight, so you would not be disturbing him by eating, I know you're having chicken salad. By the way, I know what I was going to comment on. Your temperature was much higher than here. I don't think we even got to 90. Some of the guys said it was 90 here, but I don't, I was outside. I pulled weeds for about 4 hours today. So we got a lot of outside time in and quite a bit of work that needed to be done. Boy, the grass is growing when I don't pull those weeds every week. They're right back. They come back like a vengeance. Anyway, 97. We barely broke 90. It's supposed to have some rain. Did you get any drops up there?
No, but it has been overcast all day.
Now, we had sprinkles here. Nothing measurable, but it rained a little bit in Coarsegold. I talked to Frank up there in Coarsegold, and he said it was raining pretty steady up there, but very light but steady. So tomorrow should even be better. We're supposed to get some rain here, and it's supposed to rain in the High Sierras also. Rain and thunderstorm. Lots of noise. Boy, the band is noisy. I was looking on the band earlier, and it was S9 plus 10 to 15 going north and S9 plus 10 going east. So it's actually up and down the coast. I was hearing more noise than east. 7-3, enjoy the Kansas party. Kansas, what do they call it? Kansas Fest? No, that's not right. What do they call those things where you're a state like they just had the Hawaii one? What do they call them?
Yeah, it's a Kansas QSO party.
Oh, QSO party. Yeah, something really complicated. Difficult for me to remember all that stuff. All right, 7-3, Ken. Good to hear you, K6MYC. Are you doing a Zoom meeting tonight?
Oh, yeah. I'm headed back in to do that.
7-3. Give them a big high Zoom for me.
I'll do that. See you Sunday.
Roger, 7-3. Okay, I'll go into the Bay Area one more time since we only had one check-in. Let's try this. KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie. How about you, Mike? Are you in here tonight? K6MYC. Going a little further just to the west here. WB6WNI, are you here, Gary?
K6S, yes. KD6S, okay.
KD6S, okay. Yeah, we missed you the first time around, Fred. Just coming your way back, late checks and missed, but we got your 507. How are you?
I'm doing okay. You know, I completely forgot about the net. Well, I didn't forget about it, but what happened was I had a late dinner, and then, I was cleaning the dishes, and I forgot about it. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's already after 8 o'clock.
I wanted to see if you were going to come back around, and you did, so that's great. Anyway, it looks like we're going to get rain tonight. It's cloudy over here, which is interesting. And it was hot today and humid, but it's supposed to be cooler tomorrow. So we'll see what happens anyway. I'm glad you came swinging back around this direction there, Mike. KD6S okay?
Well, I always do that, Fred, particularly when I only work one station. I only got one station in the Bay Area when I came through the first time. We worked Lee and Tom in Santa Cruz and Watsonville, and then nobody was there except, who did I work? Who didn't I work? Forgot who I worked in the Bay Area here. Anyway, now we have two. You got you, and I knew I wasn't going to get Fred, but yeah, I thought we might have somebody else in here besides, and of course, KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie hasn't been in very regularly here either. Anyway, have a good weekend. It was not that warm here. We barely broke 90 if we even got there. Cool. I worked outside and pulled weeds for about 4 hours and barely broke a sweat, so it was nice here. It was muggy, but I didn't work hard enough to break a sweat. I worked hard, but it just I wasn't moving heavily. Just pulling weeds and dumping them in the barrel. Lots of watergrass. Boy, that stuff grows fast. Okay. Gosh, I'm trying to remember who I worked on the way in this evening. It was somebody right off the bat there. I did work Newman, N5NPD, but he's on the other side of the hill from you, Fred. Anyway, back to you, and hopefully you'll get some rain this weekend and wash out that humidity. Ha-ha. KD6SOK, K6MYC.
Well, thank you, Mike. Yeah, you know, hopefully we get some rain. It's supposed to arrive here at 5 in the morning, which is a good thing. But, of course, there's also going to be lots of lightning strikes in the mountains, so that's not a good thing. So we'll see. They have red flag warnings all over the Santa Cruz Mountains and all the way down to Big Sur. I think they're going to get lightning. And if that happens, it'll wake me up, and I'll start disconnecting all the coax off the antenna to the radios because I don't want to get my radios blown up by lightning strikes. That happened before in the valley when we had severe lightning. I pulled all the coaxes off all the radios just in case because, you know, once you get a lightning strike on a radio, that's kind of the end of it.
Yeah, well, sometimes, yeah. No point in pushing your lock. I have a coax switch. I can just turn to the open position, and I don't have to disconnect anything. Anyway, hopefully we'll get some rain over here too. We got a few sprinkles today. It sprinkled on us, but it was very cool and overcast all day. Hardly saw any. We never had any big direct sun, and consequently my solar panels were only up to 40% by the end of the day. So we're down on the power side. 7-3, good evening, Fred. Have a good weekend, and maybe take a tour and row your boat across Lake America, over.
Okay, sounds good, Mike. 7-3, KD6, that's okay.
You know about Lake Ontario, right?
I've flown over Lake Ontario when I was going to Ottawa, Canada. Yeah, I've gone to the capital of Canada before, yeah.
It's been renamed. It's now Lake America.
Oh, well, you know, some people have that opinion, but, you know, it's still Lake Ontario, so who cares what this stupid president says?
Well, there's reasons for it. In fact, it's a legitimate call. We've got more Lake Ontario on our side, and it's deeper than it is on the Canadian side. So it was probably just a gift in the early days. Same with the Gulf of Mexico. We got a lot more Gulf America on us than they have. Anyway, I think it's fun to see that. Anyway, good evening to you, 7-3, KD6SOK, K6MYC. Anybody else before we close this net here this evening? K6MYC Bozo Net.
Good evening, Mike. I'm from Mr. George Hall, Washington,
I don't know who that is. I heard you say good evening, Mike, but I didn't hear a call or a Bozo number, and you're very weak. Very, very light. So maybe you're not turned my way, and I did not recognize the voice. Who was it that checked in again? K6MYC. Go ahead.
I think that was Gary.
I'm trying to find you with the antenna, but you're not giving me long enough, Gary. WB6WNI, K6MYC. Give me some more chatter and check where you're pointed. Q5 and S1, so very, very weak tonight, Gary. That's unusual. Usually you're stronger. There does seem to be a pattern degradation or signal degradation going east-west here. I had the same problem with the guys in Santa Cruz. Not that they were that weak, that they were a difficult copy, but they were just weak, much weaker than normal, and lots of QSB. Anyway, good evening, Gary. Thanks for checking in. Have a good weekend. And we'll see you Sunday night on 2 meters. WB6WNI 1090 K6MYC. 7-3. Anybody else in the Bay Area? Bozo Net, last call. Late checks are missed. Kilowatt 6 Mike Yankee Charlie, Delta Mike 07. QRZ Bay Area, Bozo Net. Nothing heard. So, K6MYC Bozo 47 in Delta Mike 07, Delta Bravo on August 27, 2026, closing the 432 Bozo Net. Good night, all. Go ahead, Aaron.
I had 21.
Okay. That's not bad. It's down from where it should be, but to be understood. Like, we're missing 2 or 3 right here in our area. K6MTS, are you here, Mark? N6BYH isn't here, WA6OIB. Kerry was in here, and I was going to comment more to Kerry, but he got started with AA6S, and I forgot to have him call me. He was going to call me yesterday, so Kerry, I don't think you're listening anymore, but maybe I'll give you a jingle. I don't think Kerry's here anymore. Never had, we didn't hear Ron either, so Ron may have gone back to work. 1009 KJ6TYO.
Yeah, he's still at work. I usually talk to him on the repeater almost every day when he's out driving around, and a lot of times after the net I go for a walk, and I'll put my call sign out on the repeater, and there will be Ron driving the truck around.
Okay.
So he's alive. He just doesn't get to play radio in the evenings because he's still at work.
Yep, understand. Okay. I'm upside down here today. I worked outside today, and now it feels like it's 4 in the morning. Matt put a nice meal on the table for me, and I just can't eat it. It's like wanting to eat dinner when it's 4 in the morning. My body says it's 4 in the morning, and it doesn't want to eat.
Yeah, that is a problem. You have to get in there and eat your dinner anyways. But yeah, very good. Oh, to let you know that I'm sure you heard that that DXpedition on Franz Josef land over there in Russia. I did manage to work him on FT8, surprisingly, first call. And I heard him a little bit on sideband today, but it wasn't strong enough for me to be able to get back to him. But they are finally on sideband. They started the first couple days of that DXpedition only doing CW and digital, and everyone was chomping at the bit for them to get on sideband.
Yeah. What's the call?
I have my, it's like Romeo India 1 Foxtrot Juliet Lima, which stands for, Franz Josef Land. I think it's Romeo India. Let's see. It should be, I think that's in India. Yeah, so Romeo India 1 Foxtrot Juliet Lima.
Okay. Never heard of that place. Boy, that's a rare one. But what band did you work them on?
15, surprisingly. And as I said, first call. I called them on FT8, and they immediately came back with actually a decent signal report. And I probably would have worked them on sideband the other night, but they weren't on yet. So this particular group of islands, it's an archipelago up by Svalbard, which is where the international seed library is. And it's just an island north of Russia up there in the Arctic Circle. Apparently it's the farthest north DXCC entity on the list.
Yeah, okay. Svalbard, yeah, I've heard of that one. Worked it probably. Okay. Well, good. I'm glad you got them. That's a dandy. Not too many DXpeditions up there. You have to go up there in the summer, obviously, and they did the right thing. Good that they were on. And I probably won't, I can't turn the antenna on 15, so I won't be able to listen for them. But maybe I can, maybe I'll catch them on 20 tonight. I may fuss around on 20. The band is very noisy on 40, and it may be okay on 20. I don't know if I look due north and see where they are. You didn't have the beam on them. You just worked them with a vertical?
No, I worked them with my dipole, and I worked them off the top end of the dipole, which really surprised me. Yeah, because their heading from here is like 1 degree, so it's up over the pole is the short path. And yeah, apparently they went up there. I kid you not, they went up there on a sailboat. It's a pretty decently sized sailboat, and it's rigged up for operating in the Arctic, but they didn't even go up there with a normal boat. They went up there with a sailboat, which I thought was very interesting. So you could track their sailboat as they went up there, and then they landed on one of the islands to set up the radios and operate. And it's a Russian DXpedition group, which totally makes sense because it's a Russian territory. But yeah, it's as I said, at least I heard them a little bit on sideband today, and we'll see what the band, we'll see if the conditions improve and see if I can work them. I think they're going to be there till Monday, and they've been on a bunch of different bands, so you might catch them on 20.
Well, 20 meters in a little while is really good into Russia. I worked a whole bunch of them here a week ago, and had great propagation up that way, so it would make sense. The only problem is finding them on the band.
Yeah, you just got to get someone to tell you where they are, because there's all the various different spotting networks and whatnot, and they'll tell you what frequency they're on. And actually, I could probably look real quick to see where they might be hanging out tonight.
All right, I'll stand by a second here.
See, it looks like they're on so 30 meters, which isn't going to help you. Apparently they're still on 15, which is 21,270. And then what they've been doing is, so they're right at the upper edge of the extra portion of the band, and then when they call up 5 puts you into the general part of the band, so it's actually kind of a smart place to be hanging out. But it looks like they're doing CW on 40, and then FT8 and sideband on 15 at the moment. So, yeah, nothing on 20 currently.
Okay. So they might be around 14,220. That would be 5 kc below the general band.
Yeah, if they're kind of operating the same way on some of the other bands, it's a smart thing to do because then the generals aren't supposed to transmit there. Although you still get the normal shenanigans of people yelling at the people that are calling on the DX stations, frequency to tell them up 5, which just makes it harder to hear the DX station. So yeah, it was a zoo like normal.
Yeah, well. I guess that's the way it is. All right, thanks for the information. Maybe we'll turn up that way and listen a little bit and see what happens here a little bit later. Good evening, Aaron. Have a good weekend. We'll see you Sunday night, if not nothing else. And I don't think we're going to be, unless you'll catch me on 40. That's you know where I'll be in the mornings. 73 K6US, and anybody else still listening, K6MYC clear, and pulling the cork on 432 here.
Yeah, I caught the tail end of you guys this morning. You were booming in here at like 40 over, but I was busy doing work stuff. But yeah, I'll probably flip on the radio in the morning and see if I can listen for you guys. But yeah, we will catch you later. K6MYC, K6US.
Yeah, okay. Well, we weren't sure. I didn't hear Phil. I didn't hear anybody close in. So I don't know. I wouldn't have known that the band was open, because Phil has not been checking in regularly here. All right, take care. Enjoy the weekend. Maybe we'll get some water. K6US, K6MYC off and clear.